Found out my wife 32F made a huge mistake with her brother-in-law 37M at her bachelorette party, 6 months into our marriage. I'm in complete shock and don't know what to do. Hey Reddit. I never imagined I'd be sharing something like this, but here I am. I'm 38 years old, married to Sarah, who's 32. We've been together for 7 years and married for 6 months. We had what seemed like the perfect relationship, at least on the surface. We got along great, shared common goals, and loved each other deeply. The plan was simple: we'd buy a house, start a family, and grow old together. But recently, everything has been turned upside down. Before our wedding, Sarah had a bachelorette weekend with some close friends, including her brother, Mark, who is 37. It seemed like a pretty normal thing, so I didn't think much of it. I trusted Sarah, and I trusted Mark too. There were no signs of anything being off between them, and I never felt the need to worry. The situation started when I accidentally came across a message on Sarah's phone. I know it's not great to snoop, but I was trying to find my lost phone, and a notification caught my eye. The message was between Sarah and one of her friends who had been at the bachelorette weekend. At first, I thought it was just a casual conversation, but then I read something that completely shook me. It turns out, during the bachelorette party, Sarah had spent some time with Mark that went way beyond what I could have ever imagined. The conversation didn't give every detail, but it was clear enough that there was a level of closeness and intimacy that I hadn't been aware of. I was shocked, to say the least. The message from the friend suggested that Sarah had deeply regretted what happened, but didn't know how to tell me. I was completely thrown. Sarah and I had always been so open with each other. This felt like a betrayal on a level I hadn't anticipated. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't just ignore it, but I also didn't want to confront her without fully understanding what had actually happened. It felt like the rug had been pulled out from under me. After thinking it over for a few days, I decided I needed to talk to her. I confronted Sarah and showed her the message I found. She went pale when she saw it and immediately broke down. She admitted that something had happened between her and Mark during the bachelorette weekend, but she insisted it was a mistake, a lapse in judgment, and that it had never happened again. She told me she had been ashamed of it and hadn't known how to bring it up to me. She apologized profusely and said that she regretted it deeply. She tried to explain that it wasn't something she planned, but it was clear that this was not a small mistake. I didn't know how to feel. On one hand, I wanted to believe that she was genuinely sorry, but on the other hand, the fact that she'd kept this from me for so long left me with so many questions. Why hadn't she told me? Why hadn't she mentioned it before? How could I trust her again? We spent the next few days talking, but honestly, it felt like we were both walking on eggshells. I wanted to believe that we could move past this, but the hurt was too fresh, and the trust had been broken. I kept thinking about everything that had led up to that moment, our relationship, our wedding, everything that I thought I knew about her. Sarah has been asking for forgiveness, and she says she wants to rebuild our relationship. She's even suggested we go to therapy, both individually and as a couple. But every time I look at her, I feel this knot in my stomach. I can't stop thinking about what she did, and the thought of her being that close to Mark is hard to swallow. I've been trying to process everything, but I feel like I'm in a fog. I can't look at her brother the same way anymore, and I'm not sure how to face him again. I haven't confronted Mark directly yet, but it's something I'm considering. I know I can't avoid him forever, but I don't know if I'm ready to face him. The thought of him knowing how I feel, especially since it involves Sarah, is weighing heavily on me. I keep asking myself how I would have acted if I were in his shoes. I can't help but feel betrayed by him too, but it's hard to process all of these emotions at once. I'm at a crossroads now. I don't know whether I should try to work through this or if the damage is just too great. I still love Sarah, but can I ever truly trust her again? I've been talking to a few friends, and while some believe we can work it out, others think that the trust has been broken beyond repair. I don't know which side to fall on. For now, I'm taking things day by day. I want to believe that we can get past this, but I don't know how. I don't know if I'm just holding on to something that's already gone. I need time, and I need space to figure out what's best for me. Update. I've been getting a lot of messages and advice, and I wanted to update everyone on how things have been going. It's been tough, and I'm still not sure where things will end up, but I've had some more conversations with Sarah, and I've been doing a lot of thinking. Sarah has been very open and honest about what happened. She's expressed a lot of remorse and is willing to do whatever it takes to make things right. She's been attending therapy and has suggested we go to couples therapy together, which I'm considering. It's been hard to trust her again, and every day has felt like a roller coaster of emotions. Right now, I'm trying to take things slowly. I don't have all the answers yet. I'm still processing everything, and I'm still not sure if I can ever fully move past what happened. But I'm giving it time and trying to see if rebuilding our relationship is possible. It's not easy, but I'm taking it one day at a time. Thank you for all your support and advice. I'll keep everyone updated as things unfold. Another update. I want to thank everyone again for all the support and advice you've given me. Your messages have meant a lot, and it's helped me think more clearly about everything. I've been taking some time for myself and really trying to figure out what I want moving forward. Things have been tough, and I don't know if I'm close to finding any answers, but I wanted to share another update. Sarah and I have continued to talk, and we've had some difficult but necessary conversations. She's been very transparent, and I've seen a side of her that I hadn't fully known before. I still can't shake the hurt from what happened, but she's been going to therapy consistently, and I've decided to join her for some sessions. I don't know if it will be enough, but I want to give it a chance. At the very least, I need to understand my own feelings better and whether I can ever heal from this. We've also talked about Mark more. Sarah has insisted that it was a huge mistake, that nothing happened again after that weekend, and that she's regretted it ever since. I believe her on some level, but it's still hard to fully trust her when I think about everything. What I can't seem to get past is how this has changed the way I view Mark. He's been distant since we had our conversation, but I haven't spoken to him directly about what happened. Part of me feels like I need closure, but I'm not sure if confronting him will bring any relief. I don't even know if it's worth trying to repair a relationship with him at all. I've been reaching out to close friends and family for guidance. Some have suggested that I should just walk away, move on and cut ties with Sarah for good. Others think I should work through it, especially because she's shown genuine remorse and is actively trying to fix things. Honestly, I'm still torn. Sarah has given me some space, though it's hard. There are days when I think we can work things out, and other days when I feel completely defeated. My mind constantly goes back to that weekend, to what was said in the messages I found, and to all the what-ifs. I'm not sure how long it will take to heal, or if I can ever fully move past this. I think the biggest issue now is whether I can find a way to move forward with her, or if this betrayal is something I can never get past. I'm trying to be fair to both of us, and I'm trying to figure out what my future looks like, whether it's with Sarah or not. It's one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make.